Hi everyone, this is Jerry with Peppermint Sticks, and I'm making this video to help show steps 4 and 5 in the Peppermint Twist Swimsuit. So this is what your swimsuit will look like leading up to those steps. And step 1 was the center front seam. Step 2 was turning the facings back and top stitching along the arms. Step 3 was the left bodice seam, and in that seam you left a little 1/4 inch hole. And then step 4, we're going to mark on the inside, which will be the center point where the twist kind of lies. So just lay this down and mark. This is a disappearing marker that I've used. So we're going to go ahead and pull the twist, and I'm going to use this hemostat, and I'm just going to put it through this little hole here, and I'm going to grab the halter. Now you can just use a safety pin and push it through if you want. So there, I'm through. I can put that down, and then I'm just going to ever so gently just pull it until I get that little bit of the side seam out. There it comes. Okay, now we're through. Okay. So now we're just going to kind of pull it over. This is the side that's going to be towards the arm. And we're going to, I try to position the bottom down so I kind of know what reference I'm at. So after you've pulled it through, then we want to isolate these two little seams here, which was the facing and that upper front side seam. And so I'm going to base that. That's going to make it a little easier. Okay, so I've just basted that facing and the front together. Now we're going to sew the right bodice seam together, and that's going to anchor the twist and secure it so it's not going to go anywhere. And that's what's going to form that really cool look that the swimsuit has. So right in the center point is those marks. So let me see if I can find those for you. There's one of the holes, or the dots. There's the center line. So that's the point of where it's going to sit there. So we're going to put right sides together. There's the facing. Right sides together with the side seam there. And we're just going to start pinning together. And it's okay to stretch slightly as you go. And just like we did with the other bodice seam, we're going to grab some of that facing, but it will slowly drop out. The facing sort of floats a little bit on the inside of the garment. So we're just going to kind of pin and stretch. And it's okay to use a lot of pins. So let me see if I can find the hole to show you where we're at here. So we've got a lot of fabric in there at the twist. There's the hole again. It's right there. Okay. Sometimes what I like to do is kind of push my finger down and push that twist away so that you're not getting it stuck in the pin. So then we're just going to pin, and we're going to basically come in about as tight as we can get when we sew. And it may not be to the hole. That's just kind of for a reference. There's the other side there. So it's just kind of for a reference. It's kind of more on come in as good as you can get. And if you can't get close enough when you're sewing, you can always come back with a needle and thread And you could even do it at the very end of the swimsuit. It would be okay. So make sure that you're not getting that twist caught. And you can also kind of see up underneath there. Let's see if I can. Okay. Okay, now what I like to do is I like to sew. I pinned from the top. I like to sew from underneath because I feel like I can kind of, using the pins, push a clear little path right to the hole a little bit better than I can coming from the top there. So I'm going to sew just a 1/4 inch seam, and I'm going to get in as far as I can there. I have my machine on a stretch stitch, and then I'm just going to pull the pins as I go. Okay. So there was the dot. I really didn't get as close as I would have maybe wanted to. But let's see what it looks like from the other side. See, I think when that's up on the doll, it'll be fine. But you can always take a little needle and thread and get that in just a little bit tighter. But there does need to be some room for the twist to move. So anyways, so you can kind of twist it a little bit more to get it more positioned right. But that's what it looks like so far. So then the next step will be to put the back on the front, and then just do the leg elastics, and your suit's almost finished. So thanks for watching. I hope that this was helpful, and we'll see you in the next pattern.